Let me ask you this.
What's up?
Have you talked to Morales at all going into this event?
I talk to him more than I like to admit.
Are you guys like patching things up?
There is no talking to that man. He is on a different wavelength. He is.
Are we going to have to go legal?
I don't necessarily like Archie. He knows a lot of people in a lot of places.
No, I understand that. You know what? Back to the matter at hand, folks. We've got ourselves a gauntlet match on tap for you. Former champion Chris Sterling has quite the tall order of work in front of him.
Yes, he does. And, you know, Morales would lead you to believe it's his own fault, it's Sterling's own fault for sticking his nose where it doesn't belong.
I'm not so sure I agree with that, but...
Well, I'm not so sure I agree with it either. So this is a gauntlet-style match. I hope all three of those goons aren't coming out here at once. I kind of like that hat, though. Is there two hats? Look at this. I told you about what he did with the Morales bucks, right?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, it just disappoints me that he was able to purchase the services, if you will, of Licious with fake money.
I have known Mata and Vegas quite a while.
Yeah.
They're good people at heart.
Yes.
But if you tempt them with money and or alcohol, they're likely to do your bidding. That's just the way it is.
So what you're telling me is we should probably instill some sort of wellness policy here at the RWA. Like our competitors are being plied with alcohol and you know, bonus bucks. Like what is going on here, T Phoenix?
I see what you're getting at, and I think I have a better solution. Instead of giving them beer, we got to get them a beer truck, a truckload of beer. We just have to up the ante and provide them with more.
And that goes our budget for the year. Okay.
I mean, I plan to acquire a truck, not buy a truck. I may be able to finagle something. So not only does he have to contend with 3 different opponents, he's going to have to contend with them all out here at the same time. And we just saw what happened with 6 people out here. It's going to be an uphill battle for Chris Sterling.
Well, I certainly hope that we've compensated our officiating staff as well as we can, because we've certainly made things difficult for them in this matchup and throughout the rest of the night.
Hold up. Say compensate?
Yeah.
You're supposed to pay the referees?
Well, yeah. You're supposed to pay the wrestlers too.
Well, yeah. The referees? This is unfair on so many different levels. I mean, let's face it. This guy's been being given an impossible task to take on 3 contenders in a row. But, you know, I don't think there's many people on the roster that would even pony up to this kind of a challenge. It just goes to show you the mindset and the heart that Chris Sterling has. That's what he brings to the table. Let me take you back to the year 2009. There was a man from 2KW known as the Fat Nasty Bastard. And this dude, he was one bad you-know-what.
Oh, all right.
And there weren't many people lining up to face this dude. But Chris Sterling went in there with a smile on his face. Sterling, if there's one guy that can do it, he may be able to pull it off. He's going to have to outsmart them, which may not be that difficult, but he's going to have to be quick.
RWA wrestlers of all time. Not 2 of the most top-rated wrestlers of all time. Not 9 and 5 of the most top-rated wrestlers of all time. You're going to be going to the gauntlet against the 3 of these top-rated RWA wrestlers.
It seems as if the team has convened and they've agreed on who's going to kick things off. Okay. Chris Sterling, a team of 1. He is poised. He is not one bit phased.
Well, if he can't let on that he has any kind of fear, any kind of second thoughts.
That is what courage is. You know, it's not that people don't have fear. It's not as if he doesn't feel it. Of course he does, but like you said, he's not allowing it to consume him. Hell, it looks as if he fancies his adversary's headwear. Staring at the face of danger.
I would have taken that. Damn it. That was a nice hat, too.
That's snazzy. Oh, and it seems to have incensed Mata, who's taking it straight to the ribcage of the former champion himself. Look at this. A hellacious mauling taking place right in the buckles. Mata charges in yet again. Oh, my God. Now, let's face it, Sterling is a big boy. That is not an easy amount of man to move, and Mata is tossing him around, really ragdolling him in that corner. What's he thinking here? Yet again, oh my goodness.
You know, there are 3 different competitors that Sterling has to deal with. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if Morales has a game plan that is inflict pain. Maybe it doesn't matter if Mata gets the job done as long as he maybe breaks.
Oh!
Goodness gracious. I was going to suggest breaks a rib on Sterling, but I think Mata could have a separated shoulder after that.
Look at this. Sterling goes right for a crossface. He really talking that shoulder. You've got a chant from the crowd. They want to see the Revelation fight to live another day.
He's close. Not close enough.
You've got 1 fall so far. Up anymore. He needs to get the hell out of ringside. Pardon my French, but these guys have really just taken a big piss all over the rule book.
As if somebody the size of Eddie Vegas needed that. And Isana from the outside.
No easy job for our officiating staff here tonight, clearly. And Sterling already appears to have a lot of the steam taken out of his engine. This is not looking good right now.
No, he's going to have to dig deep if he even wants to get past Vegas and go on to Isana.
You know, when you talk about a wrestling match, and you talk about someone who's smart, who's learned, typically what they'll do is they will target a certain area of the body. Right now, Sterling is really having that rib cage, really having that chest area worked over by both members of Pumpalicious.
It makes it hard to breathe. It's sound strategy.
Not a wise choice of pin by Eddie Vegas. Strong as an ox, but let's face it, he's got the fight IQ of a walnut, all right? Oh, Sterling with the reversal here. Big swing and a miss. Misdirection, he sees him in his sight, and both men collide, yet stay on their feet.
The irresistible force meets the immovable object.
Look at this. Oh! Sterling drops a Samoan drop. Cover here, 2. And Revelation stays strong.
He didn't have a whole lot on that kick out. He threw that shoulder out, but it was not with authority, that's for sure. You gotta think, what does Eddie Vegas have in mind? He broke out a Samoan drop, which I have not, if memory serves me correct, I don't believe I've ever seen him break one of them out. So he's digging deep. He's done some research, what he could do to further inflict pain on Chris Sterling. See, you can't give him a second to breathe, though. You can't antagonize. I say, look.
Oh!
The look on Sterling's face told the whole story right there.
When you have to have this kind of competition, when you have, let's face it, the scales are tilted completely against his favor. It's frustrating. Big shot to the melon. Sterling still in this fight. Oh, and again he ends up on the shoulders of Eddie Vegas.
Going up there.
What's he telling him? What in the world? Oh, wait a minute. They take a little bit too long to conference there. Sterling, beautifully done and very effective. He goes for that release German.
Not often a man the size of Vegas leaves his feet like that. Could be going for that brain buster.
Oh,
Yes,
and
indeed.
the rise and fall. Sterling with a weak hook of the leg still manages to get a pinfall victory on Eddie Vegas. He's still in this matchup, but he's still got one more person to contend with.
We've seen the rise and fall of Pumpo Vicious. Now we're going to see what Isana can do, and it might be easy pickings after what Sterling's been through so far.
Sterling charges in, but he misses with the clothesline attempt. Isana lands a big kick to the gut. Now she's just clubbing the back of his neck. What a nasty you-know-what.
No, I don't know what. What do you mean?
I'm trying to bite my tongue here. We're at the Our Lady of Our Rosary Church. You know, I'm trying to show some kind of class.
That went out the window 60 seconds upon being here for me.
Nonetheless.
A lot of GDs thrown out earlier, I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you, this sugar-coated hostility is throwing a whole lot of lefts and rights to the mug of Revelation Chris Sterling. Oof.
Not a hell of a lot on that kick out either.
No, he's running out of gas. He is definitely not. He's in a bad way.
Sterling, a very religious man, hence the name Revelation. He's going to have to dig down deep, maybe look to a higher power, say his prayers, and eat his vitamins. I'm not sure what it's going to take.
Isana is just toying with him at this point, and this is completely disrespectful. And she's slapping him in the face.
So what? He wouldn't hit a lady, would he? Would he? I mean...
Lady or gentleman, none of that matters. This is a matter of competition. There you go, Sterling. Big kick to the gut. He's got her in a front face lock. He's got the leg hooked. What's he going for here? She's blocking a suplex attempt, it appears. Isana now reverses out, and another slap to the mug.
Whoa! Set up for the booby trap. Oh, and he eats every bit of it.
Sterling has just fallen victim to Isana's signature maneuver, but she's over here taking in the accolades. She's wasting valuable time.
Can he just not get up on the apron? That would be great.
Well, GT Phoenix, can you just take control of your company again and flush this shirt? Wait a minute! Hook of the leg! Beautifully done! With all of the odds set against him, the Revelation Chris Sterling, he does the unthinkable. He decisively defeats 3 competitors back to back to back. My God!
I would have never called that one, not in a million years.
Neither would I. guy. And there's his son, Desmond, showing him the appreciation that we all feel right now, man. It must be so cool to have a real-life hero in your father like that. Big ups to Revelation, Chris Sterling.
Yes, indeed. And I know a moment like that for a father means the world to Chris Sterling, and kudos to him. I'm sure this is not the last of Morales we've seen for the night.
If I were a gambling man, I'd bet the house on that one. This is not gonna sit well. You're talking about an individual who does not accept defeat. He bends every rule he can to tilt things in his favor, but none of it worked against Chris Sterling. Very, very well done, man. I tell you, some of the young guys have a lot to learn from a man like him. It's the intangibles that get you through fights like this.
He better watch himself.
Wait a minute. Licious seems to be taking this loss a little bit too liking for Morales's. Taking the loss too lightly for his liking, I should say.
Listen, I know these guys, like I told you. Shut his mic off, please. It goes this order. Beer, having fun, then wrestling. See, there you go. As he walks by me, there's beer in the back.